Hi everybody, it's Lori Pinhorn here, and I am here with your weekly practice for your anxiety management for either you or an individual in your family. So what I want to talk to you today about is negative thoughts and how the human prehistoric brain is really hardwired to think negative thoughts. The human brain is an organ that's very much into making predictions and thinking ahead. It's an anticipatory organ. It likes to worry and concern about things in the future. And the reason that our brains are hardwired to do that is because prehistorically, generations ago, being worried about things that were happening in the future was actually a positive thing. Your ancestors, my ancestors, were probably very good planners or very good worriers for future. They had to worry about housing and weather and crops and illnesses and things like that. And the primitive human brain still believes that that's the best way to think. And when we live with anxiety, what happens is we're very good at thinking negative thoughts, but it's really hard for us to detach from them and also to think positively. But the more we practice thinking positively, we actually rewire our brains to be more positive thinkers. And anxiety really is a condition of being very, very excellent at negative thinking. So the more we can practice doing the positive thinking, the better the brain is going to rewire. So this is really great for children because their brains are actually wiring right now, right? So how great would it be to practice positive thinking with your child? Plus, we also know if you're an adult living with anxiety, practicing positive thinking will rewire your brain too. So it's great for everybody. So this activity that we have for you to start practicing is an activity that's very connection based, and it's also an activity that's very much about thinking positive. So here is your sheet, and it's called Positive Journal, 3 Good Things. So there is a place to write down your day, and there is a place to write 3 positive things in every block. And the handout that you've got is probably enough to do for some time, a week or more. What I'm going to suggest to you is that if you start practicing this, maybe you might want to do it in your own positive little journal that maybe has your child's name on it or your name on it or whatever. And so this is what you do. At the end of the day, when it is bedtime, you could be sitting in bed or lying in bed. This is a great activity to help wind down and get the brain out of negative thinking that might be getting in the way of sleep and things like that. You're just going to process with your child and ask these questions like, what were 3 good things that happened today? And you're going to write them in your journal. And if you can only come up with one at the beginning of this, that's totally fine. And maybe your list at the beginning would be a combination of both you and your child's list. And soon this will just become second nature. And you might even be highlighting in the midst of your day, like, wow, that might be something that we're going to write in our positive journal tonight. So we're always focusing on the positive and helping us. We're looking for positives. In this program, you're getting to be very good stress detectives, but we also need to be always focusing on the positive in order to help our child think differently and rewire their brain. So happy 3 positive things. This is the beginning of the practice, but this is stuff that we need to be practicing every day, all day into our adult lives too, right? It's a form of gratitude practicing, and what we know is that when we scan people's brains, when we practice positive thinking and gratitude, what happens is we decrease the heat in the limbic system and we operate a little bit more up here in our prefrontal logic center. So have a happy, healthy week. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.